So
No
PC time.
politics.
Oh crap! Where's
PC
my infographics?
time. Up, the fat tablet just dinged. I think we're on.
Do we need our? Do we need our?
Graphics time.
No, do we need our theme song?
That's right. You
Sure,
made a
why
theme
not?
song.
Well, you make a theme song.
Well, you made a video.
It was a song from our, album from 10 years ago,
The rumor show.
Oh, damn YouTube can't skip the ads. Am I gonna get copyright for us?
Probably.
God damn it! With this.
I'll turn you in.
Hello, everybody. Rockabilly ranting. And we are Ramblers. This is episode 8.
8.
8.
8,000?
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Oh, man, I tell you.
It's nice out. It got hot all of a sudden, huh?
Hot isn't nice.
Out of nowhere.
Holy crap, what the hell?
It was nice. So did y'all miss us last week? Are we back to normal now? Now that we're in the yellow phase?
Is what normal?
I don't think anything's normal. Is anybody else sputtering, or is that just me?
I'm not sure. What do you mean by sputtering?
You mean because we're all living in a yellow quarantine?
If I drop out,
Max headroom time.
If you drop out, we'll defend your honor. So who we got there? Anybody joining us?
Nope.
We posted the Zoom link, so feel free to jump in on that meeting if you'd like.
Yeah, I know. I almost zoomed in on us twice because I thought that was our live feed on my tablet. I clicked on it. It's like logging me into it. I'm like,
I said,
well, we got some people watching. Who we got watching? Is John drinking gin yet? You're kind of.
Joe, you going to be able to shave that? You got enough the proper razors to shave that beard off, man? That's like really.
It's epic.
That's like thicker than your back hair.
It's like 13 weeks, man.
Just like, look how Italian I am.
I don't know. I'm digging the beard. I'm gonna continue to rock the beard. I just got to tame it up.
Actually, today, I just got my trim nice and tight, and my sideburns straightened out a little.
How'd you get a trim? You're not allowed to get a trim in Pennsylvania in the yellow phase.
Household counts. Family members are okay.
Do you have what is it? You have prohibition haircuts going on or what?
There's a barbershop speakeasy. Don't tell Wolf. There's a speakeasy on Main Street.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be more of those. I guess if they were going on, they were super quiet.
The password to get in is, I need a haircut. That's the password. Anyway. Yeah.
Hello, Walter.
You know what's funny is, I was expecting a lot more hairy, out of control looking people these days.
Yeah, I was just thinking that today too.
A lot of people are maybe the Floby made a comeback.
Floby's time to shine.
Wait, do we have Walt there? Did Walt join?
Yeah, Walt's there.
I have a super important woodworking question from Walt. So Walt, I'm trying to fill in a hole that I drilled. Like I tried to drill through a wooden cylinder, and I went out the one side, but then I got my hole right. So I want to fill in the one hole that's wrong. I have a hole I need to fill in with resin.
Wood
right?
putty.
Yeah, resin. But how do you actually use resin? You just heat it up with like a lighter, and then can I mix it with like wood chips and make like a particle board type deal, or no?
What kind of resin do you have?
It's pine resin. It's a quality made in America. Yes, we live in America, but we're not going to get into that. But we live in America, but it's a made in America product.
You did.
And yeah, I was
never
thinking I
used
would
it.
make I was gonna make like, I got a bunch of wood chips and sawdust stuff that I was gonna like make like a, like a glue out of it, and
How big's the hole?
it's like this long.
First, you got to soak it in gas, make it pliable. Then you
Oh
heat it
yeah,
up. Yeah, then you had to heat it.
is it gonna blow up?
No,
I heard
just catch
I heard
fire.
oil. I heard oil.
Yeah, first you soak it in gas, then you heat it up.
Oh, Walt's chime in. He says use this wood stuff 2 parts. Okay, nice. Maybe Walt could. Walt, you should do a demo video. I think honestly, I was thinking about it. You should make a YouTube channel of you just like building and fixing stuff. I think people would totally dig that. You should totally do that because you're very good at doing stuff like that. And then we could be guests on your show.
And we could be like, how do you do that? I don't know.
Be like tool time with Walt.
Yeah.
Can I wear my hat and stand on the other side of the fence? Like, hello neighbor, I got the hat.
Say, my-
Yeah, that would be
I keep,
sweet. We could
I
totally
don't know
do
if my
that.
internet's being a bitch tonight or
I
what.
don't know. It all sucks. I don't know.
Sounds like everybody's underwater.
Yeah, it's all awful.
I discovered a way to make water more entertaining to drink. You get those little bottles of lemon pure additive stuff at the store, and you dump some of that in your water. It makes it more interesting.
Or you could just use real lemon.
Well, true. That involves like saving it and bagging it and refrigerating
I don't
it.
know. I might go mobile to go outside because it's kind of hot in here. So
Yeah, my AC's not up and running yet, so.
I just get these portable Johns, and they kind of suck. But
And my portable, I'm not using that word. It's still in the storage unit, so. The cat's laying here all spread out like a roadkill with a fan blowing on him.
What is going on tonight?
How you been, Walt? Hey, Walt. So what's new in the world? That's good. Nothing.
Doesn't seem like anything.
Nope. Hey, later on, then I got I think every week we should have a special segment. The
special guests.
the Ukulele Chronicles.
Dude, Jason was gold last time. Jason Marshall. We want to thank him for being a part. And Jason Marshall, if you're still watching and you have that picture of the fat guy in the well in your background and you'd like to come and join in, that's fine too.
Yeah, that was something. That was pretty interesting.
That was definitely interesting. We learned all about barbecue and
And if you know,
bad
and if-
behavior.
yeah, and if you know the dude in the picture, that picture's not come as a surprise to you.
Right. What is
So,
going on tonight? I should have
yeah.
restarted everything before our meeting.
So later, my weekly update with the Ukulele Chronicles. Tell you what, man. I had the factory strings, and I got a nice snark tuner, and I was gold, man. Keeping in tune. We got a tune here and there. I was golden. Then I decided to change the strings. Boy, what the fuck happened?
Still no luck.
Well, I think tomorrow I might do something I haven't done since I was probably a teenager. I may take an instrument to a guitar shop for advice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the strings. I've done everything everyone told me to do, and that thing won't stay in tune for 1 fucking second. Like I'll
Hey,
do that,
this
I'll
is
do
a
that
family
string and
program,
out.
Steven. Family program. Watch your language.
When the fuck that
shit.
start?
And
Okay,
the
fine.
bottom two are like Jello. Even when they're kind of in tune, they're just like you push down to fret it, and it's like you're pushing like Jello, like a piece of spaghetti noodle. They're so loose, like they're like an octave or two low. I have no idea. I have no idea. all the years of playing guitar and building string instruments and modifying guitars and building guitars, and a freaking ukulele's kicking my ass. I don't get it. No idea.
Hey, hey. I say, whatever's going on down here tonight's kicking my ass.
Yeah, Walt, the ukulele just about got sent to the moon the other night.
What's up, fellas?
Sorry,
Ah.
Chris Zimmer. Sorry about your virgin ears.
Did I miss any riveting? So I want to show you my debacle. My debacle is I have robins who built a nest on top of my air conditioner, right? But I did it really late in the season. So I was trying to go as long as possible before turning that air conditioner on because I didn't want to kill those little birdies that are alive. But yesterday I had to do it. But they're alive. They're alive though. So
Oh, I thought you were going to say you killed the little birdies.
up there and they're fine.
I'm telling PETA,
And the mother's stalking somewhere.
it's probably living in your beard.
Yeah, have
Probably
you
living
checked in there?
Not in
Checking
a while. I'm gonna have to hire a service.
There might be something living in that beard. Is that a goat?
No, that's my dog.
Oh,
He's stalking. See, he was ruining all that stuff there. So I put these like chicken wire fences up. You know, nothing like extravagant, but it does the job, and that's like, you know, helping me with peace of mind because he can't get over there and just destroy everything. So he's really
he's
pissed off.
looking on a way to do it.
He's pissed off, and he wants to totally jump over this chicken wire fence, and he could. He definitely could do it. Like you can
Don't
see
let
him,
him
he's
hear-
pranced and ready to go. There's like a bird in there, and he's just not having it. So sometimes sometimes I think it would be really cool to be a dog for like a day just to see what they think about, but I don't know. You know,
They don't think about much, I don't think.
no.
That's like my cat. My cat is staring at the pile of blankets in the bedroom. Like, what's he thinking right now? I wonder.
I'm gonna eat you when you're dead.
Probably.
Oh.
They do.
So did you have any wild protests in Pennsburg?
Yeah, there was actually.
Yeah.
It
Any
was
buildings?
peaceful.
Any
Nah.
buildings get smashed or anything?
Nah.
It's
There's
just
only a couple hundred people from what I saw.
was a good bit, yeah.
I mean, maybe not a couple. I don't know. It was you know, Pennsburg tried.
So I
But
can't
what's
see.
funny is, huh?
I said I can't see the comments. Are there anybody chiming in?
Walt says if he was a dog, he'd be humping all day. Me too.
So I guess we're gonna get back to doing.
Mark Carey says dogs can remember 33 things.
Uh.
Huh. That's about it, probably.
We're gonna get back to our live streaming together as people in the same room.
The same room. What is
Yeah.
that?
Are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to
Holding
do that?
instruments in the same room?
Should we check the traffic light, Graham, that tells us what we can do at what like color? It's
Joe,
like it's like that game you played in elementary school, like
red light, green light,
red light, green light, you know.
red light, green light. Joe, do you remember how to get to the studio?
I don't know, man. That'll be all right.
Gonna have to map quest it.
You may have to go on Yelp.
I think I'll be fine.
I mean, the thing is, theoretically, I don't see why we couldn't have been doing it because the lockdown, I'm doing air quotes, lockdown really was not really a lockdown, not like in China, where they pretty much were locked down for like a month.
China.
Well, just for the optics of it, you know, at least streaming, because nobody else was doing it either. Just the optics, you know.
Yeah.
God forbid you do something that's against the, you know, theme of the week. You're villainized, so you know.
Yeah.
That's all.
Isn't
Which
that the
reminds
truth?
me, like when this was all when this shit all first started, it was all cute and all. And it was like, oh, we gotta, all. I hate the quarantine word. That word quarantine just goes through me. Like when you listen like on the radio, they're like, so how's your quarantine been? It's like it sounds like you're being punished for something. It just
You
sounds so
sound like you're so woke, Steve. You're so woke.
Hey, my Facebook friends, they woke me, man.
Is that
They
different
woke me
than lit? I'm
they woke me
confused.
to talking posters of
The
them.
lit's
And
when you burn stuff. Woke is when you know stuff.
Oh,
woke is also when you believe absolute garbage on Facebook that's an absolute straight out not even truth, but you're to say you're so intelligent. But that's another time and place. Yeah, when this all started, it was like, okay, we're going to do our thing. We got to lay low, and we're going to flatten the curve. And I have to say, I think we were ahead of the curve of doing the fake Zoom stuff. I think we were probably one of the first.
I
Nah,
think
there was
so.
that classical recital,
Well, we
Which one?
weren't the first, but we were in the very beginning of it.
I would say we had something ready for that first day.
And because we did basically 3 of them. And yes, once again, folks, you cannot Zoom together.
Don't
And
give our secrets away.
Joe, we showed it on here one night several times.
We didn't do that. We
Yeah, we
can
did.
listen. We can change the past because that's okay now to go back
Oh,
and
yeah.
change the past. So we can change the past. We never did that. I'm not making jokes. I'm just reading from Orwell novels, man.
Remember when 1984 was a fiction novel? Remember when it used to be fiction?
Yeah, Brave New World too. Like they kind of all blend together. We are a combination of 84 and Brave New World. Like the combination of those two. That's kind of where we're trending.
They are
right now.
they are now no longer fiction.
Yeah,
But what I'm
and it's
getting at is,
not conspiracy theory. You don't have to ban us. We're just quoting literature. That's
well,
all.
there was a part in 1984 where they removed all traces of the past by removing monuments. Well,
And removing Gone with the Wind, maybe.
they're getting rid of that too.
Oh yeah. HBO got rid of that, so it's the most sold thing on Amazon.
Oh,
Uh,
We won't be making friends with this conversation. So
right. Viewership is dropping.
Which is it really?
no, it's up by 1.
Okay, good.
We're up 1.
You either get them or you lose them. It's I don't know. It's
Yeah.
tough. Sometimes
Well,
you have to.
Yeah. But that's why the band, that's why we pride ourselves in keeping politics out of music and out of our band, because any band that's political, you divide your audience right now,
Fitty.
Yep.
But no, I mean, like I said, in the beginning, when this all started, and doing the playing in separate places and the Zoom thing and all, that was fun. We did like 3 of them. We did like a handful. It was fun and all. But I think we're past that. I'm kind of like nowadays. This almost feels like it's like enough of it. You know what I mean?
You're just getting fatigued,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of conflicting messages. Yeah, I don't care what you believe, people. There's a lot of conflicting messages. So you just have to just look at it all and determine it for yourself.
Well,
You're
this
your
just
own
started
state.
in March.
You're your own savior. For real. We're all our own saviors. And then what you believe in and stuff. But sports figures and newscasters, they're not saviors. So
It proved that all those people are totally non-essentials when all this shit started, huh?
yeah.
Oh, so that's the other annoyance.
Yeah.
The whole essential, non-essential. If you have to feed your family, your job's essential.
Yep.
Yeah, if it's your business, it's essential.
Right. Livelihood, and you have to put a roof over your head. It's essential.
But I mean, this shit started in March. All right.
I think it's 90 some days now in Pennsylvania.
Well, it started in probably January in China, if you go back that far. But yeah, lockdown.
All the
China.
lockdowns and shutdowns, lockdowns, hoedowns, whatever. That all started in March, like mid-March, and like 16th and 17th or so.
I would say right before St. Patty's Day.
Right around, yeah, almost exactly. And now it's like what, don't even know what the date is. June 11th.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Well-
besides this, like, I mean, I'd like to keep this kind of going one way or another, no
Yeah,
matter
why
what.
not? Totally do it.
But
Do it
besides
on like
this,
weekends and stuff.
yeah. Besides doing this, I'm done with all the. I'm sick of all the make believe. That's only things we can do because of this shit, like the Zoom things together, and I'm so sick of virtual everything. Like Music Fest is virtual. You know what? Who gives a shit? Fucking
You don't
cancel.
have to be in touch to be in touch. That bullshit. Or
Yeah.
be together to be in. You don't
Well,
have to be
man,
together to be in
you know what
touch.
though? It's like whatever, man. It is what it is. Would you like a pea from my garden? Pretty
You look
good.
so you look so zen out in your garden.
Yeah, I like this is a good hobby. You know,
You
You
look
have
like
birdie
Brian
socks on?
Wilson during.
it's kind of end of world prepping a little bit, but you know, I'll put it all to use. So you never know,
Got that
just in case.
turbine
Hey,
gener-
gotta be
got that
prepared.
turbine generator going.
No, I need to get something like that though. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
just
have a
bought
big
tank.
I have a big goji berry bush, but it has no berries. I have a ton of beans, and yeah, just I call this Darwin's jungle. I throw seeds places. I mean, I put them like spaced well, but you know, year after year, I put compost. Like, there's just a random raspberry bush that grew there just from some raspberries I threw in over the winter. So I call this Darwin's garden. I lose track of where I plant things, and you know, only the strongest survives, and you know, that's what you eat. So.
Yeah.
Oh, time to go back to work, kids.
Well, I'm responding.
North Carolina happened around St. Patty's Day. Yeah.
Not up here, really.
Well, yeah, because the St. Patty's Day stuff was canceled. So that was
Yeah.
right. The stay-at-home order crap.
March Madness, every single sport that you can think of.
Basketball was the first, wasn't it?
Hockey, I think. Hockey or basketball, I forget. Might have been hockey.
It wasn't
I don't know.
football.
I thought it was baseball for some reason, but 'cause
No,
I think I
baseball
remember
was
thinking
started.
I don't care. But
I don't know, but it's like now we like forgot all about it because it's just been like the world burning each other down. And it's like, I'm not taking a stance on that because you can never win, but I don't know. You know, a lot of violence, it's nasty, but
Hey, I'm just gonna make a blanket statement on what's going on right now, and I think everybody should be able to agree with this. And it's nothing political on either side. It's just a general census. To everything, no matter what, there's sometimes everything. There's a point when enough is enough, and your points are made. You know.
all right, well,
And
we
that's
definitely
all
won't
I'm
make
saying.
friends with that.
Yeah, everybody should agree. There's a point to everything. You know, it's like even in the custom car world, you got 3 blowers stacked up on the hood of your car. You're an idiot. Okay, that's too much. Enough. You know what I mean? Everything enough. It comes a time when enough's enough for anything. It don't matter. Nothing can be pushed to infinity. You know.
Well, it's just everything at once, you know. It's like the pandemic stuff, and then, I mean, it's all justifiable, but it's like it's just too much at once, and you just have to just question what goes around and say, you know, is there some funny business going on? I'm
Oh,
not
without,
like, you know. So who knows? Who knows? I'm not suggesting anything, but you just have to
Yeah.
question for yourself, and you know, just never trust one source.
yeah. I don't. I know that. Yeah, I don't know. I just have my takeaway on things. I guess you should say.
But just hopefully this virus stuff's over with, you know.
It ain't gonna be over for a long time.
yeah, I think we're in a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, we'll just have to do our part and educate ourselves, people. Just educate ourselves.
Now I got a question, which I think is speaking. It's more directed towards the virus than the protest, and it's nothing to do with the protest, but it's to do with the virus. With all the groups of people together, we're gonna go a little conspiratorial here. What do you think is gonna happen with all the
It's already happening.
masses?
We're gonna
Y'all-
get shut
y'all-
down again.
Yahoo's already talking about that, man. Get Yahoo updates. They say it all the time. Oh, you know, a bunch of stuff's going on and a bunch of cases. Yeah, whatever, man. For real, it's already there. They've already started that. You know,
Started what?
putting the bug in your ear that the protests are going to bring back the virus again.
Because
You
I'm
know?
thinking I could see them either A, using it as an excuse to lock down more again, or B, they would just because of it being a protest, they would either, if it was a spike, they wouldn't report on it.
Well, they're already bitching about the Labor Day week or Memorial Day weekend spikes, and that barely just came into, you know.
Did you
I
hear
don't know.
about the?
I'm
Did
not
you
a
hear about
scientist, you know. I'm not a scientist. I just try to research things and, you know, think through it all. That's it. So I hear you, you know.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about they're talking about that first they said Pennsylvania, now they're saying Bucks, but I don't know, either way, it's Bucks County. It's kind of Pennsylvania, although they want to be their own state, I guess. But they're talking about that one person who was down at the shore for late Memorial Day weekend, supposedly came back and infected 11 other people. So
Yeah, I
like
heard that.
within a week and a half time, they got sick enough to get tested, and then all the other 11 people know that they're sick too. Like seriously,
Yep.
14 days apparently.
has it
And
been that?
I really hope we're not losing viewers here, guys. Like, I'm not trying to like make anybody feel bad. I understand if like you feel a certain way and you want to feel safe, but you know, we're just voicing our opinion, just getting it off our chest. So don't hate us for it. You just speaking our minds, you know.
Yeah, I think we're riding the fence pretty good here.
I'd say most people have been stuck in the house and stuck not being able to live their life for a while. So I think there's a lot of people that are a little bit on
Well, that's the thing, you know.
the
And then
anger side.
the protests bring out violence for different reasons, you know, justify, and then you got all that pent up aggression from sitting inside. Yeah, it's a bad recipe. This is all bad timing, you know.
But who's truly really been sitting inside since March? I mean, seriously.
I think a lot of people. The
That's
traffic
'cause
didn't pick up until now, you know.
I don't know. I mean,
And the
I'm out and
traffic
about.
still. I mean, I've been, you know, when I drive all the office buildings, there's nobody in the office buildings. They're all still working remotely and stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot more traffic, but I don't know that people are necessarily going to work. You know, I mean, a lot of people are, but a lot of people would just be running errands and stuff. Who knows? You know, I don't know. I see a lot of offices with nobody in them. You know,
I
nobody
just
in
wonder
the
if it's
parking
just
lot.
people driving around.
Yeah.
Because it's either people are going way too fast or way too slow. So
Yep.
you either have somewhere you have to be or you don't have to be anywhere.
Right. It's like Sunday every day now. Right.
Right.
I mean, my take on this as of lately, um, I don't see much of a change in the traffic, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think that shit looks like normal out in the world anymore as far as traffic goes.
Yeah, but that really only started like a week or so ago. Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. It started a couple weeks ago, but
But when you go down 309 at 8 o'clock in the morning, that's not rush hour. And if you go around 10 or 11, people are goofing around and driving all over the place. You know, so it's like
Yeah.
it depends. You know, like 7 o'clock in Montgomeryville to Willow Grove, that's my commute, and that's usually awful. It takes like 45 minutes to get 9 miles, and it's just that traffic's not there at 8 in the morning like it usually is. You know.
well, I was just down near your way, near the Royal Farms, you know,
Mhm.
on 309.
Yeah.
And coming from Montgomeryville area today at about 2:30, it took me about 3 lights to get through that intersection. So, yeah.
Wait, which one was it? 5 Points?
Yeah, the other one, the Royal Farms near the train
Oh
station.
yeah, that always sucks though. But I
That
feel
light
you. That's
sucks.
normal.
Yeah, it took me
Yeah, that
like
light's off.
took me almost like 4 lights to get through it.
Well, like during a normal 5 o'clock rush hour, it's like 10 lights. So
Yeah.
it gets back up all the way to Bergie's just about.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely backs up that far. Well, I just think in the beginning, what the difference was in the beginning of all this crap was the fear they put in people. Like,
It's part of it, you know. Definitely.
but once people realized like you didn't have the Gestapo with checkpoints like pulling you over, checking your paperwork, like that wasn't happening. Once people started realizing that, they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go where I need to go. You know?
All right, the papers that people were printing out so you could carry.
Yeah. I think at the peak of this shutdown stuff and the peak of this crap, I saw less cops out than usual.
Yeah. So noisy.
So what's a lighter topic? No corona topic.
What's that?
I don't know.
So who do we have out there watching us? Anybody want to chime in?
Nobody likes us now. We hear the dirty laundry. Either that or we're super popular. Either one of the two.
We got like 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, I don't think we're on the super popular part.
Big in India.
Bon Donkers.
Dude, I'd shit myself if Pong chimed in here.
He doesn't follow us, man. I know I keep breaking your heart with that. He just doesn't follow us.
Maybe we should send him an invite.
Yeah, hey Bar, Carrie. Yeah, I remember that. The original estimates were I don't remember 50 million infected, but I do remember 2 million deaths. I remember that. There's like 2 million predicted to die. And then it was like the first week in April or something. This is going to be our Pearl Harbor week, World War II week. We're going to be up to 250. We're going to reach the 250,000 mark of deaths and all that stuff. And I don't think we're even over almost 100,000 yet. Not to downplay it, but still. That's
Right.
just like what's that?
You don't want anybody getting sick or dying, but you got to worry that there's, the fear in reality.
Well, that's just like you wonder, not to stay on the subject, but you wonder if they either A, were lying to us, which they probably always do, or B, they had no clue. Remember at the beginning, 15 days. We're going to flatten the curve, 15
Little
days.
column A, little column B. You know?
And, like either they knew right away that there was going to be a hell of a lot more than 15 days, or they just were lying to us. Just like, what's his name? The governor from Jersey was saying that, well, I don't know yet, but maybe May 15th. Schools, it would be nice to have schools back in service on May 15th. Now they're doubting starting in September on time. So how the hell would a month and a half ago you think you could probably start schools in the middle of May when reality is you're not even sure about September? I mean, do you not know what you're talking about? Or you just flat out lying? That's my thing.
It's like that Will Ferrell meme, or that escalated quick from Anchorman.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Where's all the comments at? It only lets me see my buddy Kerry. What's up, Kerry? My buddy Kerry's down with the conspiracies and the true woke agenda. That's what's up. We have some fun chats, just not publicly. And we got Gretchen hanging in, so that's cool. What's going on, Gretchen? Gretchen wants to play the tambourine. All right.
Yeah, Gretchen got a tambourine.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been buying a lot of grade C instruments lately.
So that's cool.
Hey, yeah, Carrie put on there about SpaceX. SpaceX, that's besides the fact that they have like touch screens in that SpaceX capsule. It's kind of like the whole big thing was during the space shuttle program, we wanted a reusable shuttle, reusable space flight, and now we're back to rockets again. Even though I guess the capsules are reusable, I don't know, but
Well, even with the space shuttles, were the boosters reusable?
yeah,
They were
that's
reusable.
why, if you ever noticed the fuel tank in the center, it's like a red oxide red.
Right.
The very first shuttle launch, if you look at the very first
Yeah,
Yo, we. I'm sorry. I was looking through the comments. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just looking at the comments. Are awesome. You guys are great. I'm sorry.
The very, the very first shuttle launch, that gas tank was white.
Right.
The paint like burned off and wore off, and they realized it wasn't worth painting it again.
Okay.
But no, I just think it's funny. The future was always we're going to have like a jet plane or like an airplane that would just take off and fly into space and then come back. So like how many years later we're back to rocket technology? I find it funny.
Right.
Did I hear a request for a kazoo?
We got Chris Simmers hanging with us. What's up, Chris? You gotta go back and sing with 36 fingers again, Chris. Man, that was Chris is awesome, man. Chris can play. Chris is a good musician and a good singer. We should do a song with Chris. Chris, when we have like life again, you need to come over to the studio and do some vocals for like a song or something, or just jam with us. That would be cool. Mike's house.
Yeah, I've been checking out some of Chris's live stream stuff. It's good stuff.
Just gotta watch it. I'm gonna be taking temperatures when you guys come in.
Oh, we have to wear masks.
I've been thinking.
You know I got mine.
There's been a lot of people that have been wearing masks for a long time.
This is my mask.
Yeah, no problem, Chris. Chris, I enjoyed checking out your stuff. I like watching it. I'm not sharing a rectal thermometer with Joe.
Here's the rectal thermometer right here. Gets on up there.
Joe's like, yeah, you're okay.
I'm gonna drink a beer out of here.
Just hold it upside down and pour it in.
No rectal exams.
I'm gonna drink like one of those birds, the dipping water.
Yeah, we're doing rectal exams. Chris is out. Chris ain't gonna do no rectal exam to get in the studio.
What if we ask really nice? Nah, just kidding. We're not into that.
Did you just say we're not into that?
It's the wrong kind of party. All right.
Mike, we'll microchip you though. We'll check you for your microchip. Check your status though.
How bad
Joe,
does that thing smell already?
Joe, can you play a kazoo through that? Put a kazoo in the nose?
Maybe.
This is my slave mask.
Oh, what's up, man? Travis from the Bad Ups just joined. What's up, Travis? How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Bad Ups are an awesome band, and when life comes back, we need to do a big, massive like outdoor festival.
That's gonna happen.
Definitely have the Bad Ups. We'll definitely do another party at Markley's. I'm sure if Markley's tuning in, we definitely need to do another party.
You have to do the social distance. Keep your arms out.
Lots of different parties. It'd be cool to do Legion stuff again.
Everyone's
Cool
gonna
to
have
do
to
anything. I would say I'm down for doing something.
Something.
Like anything.
Yeah, Travis, like old times, man. Definitely. Oh, old times. Remember old times?
I remember
Tell
January.
you what, I'm having Telecaster withdrawal, man. I haven't played my Telecaster in like 2 months.
No, hasn't been 2 months. Has it been 2 months?
I don't know. It is June.
Yo, if anybody wants to jump on the Zoom with us, you're always welcome. Here's the link again. The more the merrier, always.
I've been playing my acoustic and my ukuleles, my acoustic ukulele lately.
Acoustic?
I almost broke the Gretsch out the other day.
Dude, Gun Club, man. I'm sorry. Travis just said Gun Club, and that's just the Gun Club. It was good times. Remember the one we did with Jeff? What was that, like 2011, 12? That was fun.
Which gun club? Mumbowers? Or not Mumbowers?
No, the one in Coopersburg, Center Valley.
Right. What was that called?
Ridge and Valley Rod and Gun Club.
Right.
Yeah. Where we had this epic time.
Right.
And I'm gonna Travis, we totally need to do something at the gun club, and we'll just put something over top of this. because I have like 150 of these from the last gun club show because I got too many. So definitely we'll give those out at the gun club.
I got this cup. Mike knows what it is.
You're right. I almost brought mine down tonight.
I'm allotting myself my one real soda a day. So a Mountain Dew in my yellow cup. That's traditional.
Right.
One Mountain Dew I allow myself.
Remember Volt? I miss Volt.
We got plenty of cups, Travis. We got plenty. Don't worry.
Yeah, speaking
A
of
whole
soda,
box in the basement.
I have
Am
a
I
whole
kidding? At
box
least
in my basement.
150. Yeah, he's got a box in his
Mike's
basement.
got a box
I
too.
think I got more than that.
Yeah, speaking of like Center Valley and shit, do you guys remember that bar? What was that bar we played on 309? Like
Peppercorn?
outside. What's that?
Peppercorn.
The peppercorn, man. Yeah.
Have you seen it lately?
I don't know.
It's
No,
flat.
not really. It's
It's
what?
down there. They
Oh
flat.
yeah,
tore it
well it's
down?
been done for a long time, right?
It's a pile of rubble. They just
We only
knocked it
ever
over.
played there the one time. I mean, we only
No,
ever
we-
played there the one time.
We played there twice.
Really?
I swear we played there
I don't know
twice.
about that.
I think
Maybe.
so.
We
Or
did all
maybe
three.
it wasn't with maybe it was the Roadhogs that played there because I remember playing there twice.
Yeah. Yeah, we only ever did the one show. We never went back again, and then I think it like dropped off the face of the earth.
That was like one of the two shows that I actually broke out my high school leather jacket, I think, and wore it at that show. Or no, I didn't. No, I had my Beatles shirt on at that show. That's right. I broke the rule of not being like over a certain age and wearing like a classic band shirt on stage because you look like one of those dorks when you wear it.
Simmer. I'm sorry. The comments. I got to stop reading the comments. I'm going to interrupt. The comments are
Yeah, I
just
can read
captivating.
them.
Chris Simmer said that it's going to be a Wawa there at Peppercorn.
That's going to be fun coming in and out of.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Past the road or whatever is going to be awful.
Well, you
That's
need a
gonna be a lot of
Wawa there
traffic.
because you go almost 4 miles without one, so you got to put one in there.
So this was a while ago, but I was driving. You know that the crossroads right there.
Down to the crossroads.
So I'm sitting there. I don't know why I was going. I was going to the Coopersburg area, I guess, but I'm sitting there. And the light turns red. My light turns green, and all of a sudden, this big dump truck just like completely through the red light. I'm sitting there going, "Holy shit!" But I can't imagine a Wawa going in there and being any kind of fun getting in and out of.
Oh.
They're gonna have to
By
put
any
another
chance-
light.
Mike, by any chance, was the dump truck brown by any chance? Like brown vet dump and brown cab?
I don't really remember. It was a while. I just remember sitting there going, "Shit."
I'm not naming names, but I'll explain later. I saw a certain brown dump truck in that area blow a couple lights already through Coopersburg.
Yeah, that area is bad.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch? You ever watch the governor's speeches on Facebook?
It's bad.
No. But dude, the comments. There's like 15,000 comments. It's kind of it just goes all over the place. Sometimes you just have to just watch it on Facebook just to see what people are gonna say. And you're
Yeah,
like,
you can't keep up. They're just
No, you
so
can't.
much.
you can't keep it. It's like one way or the other. You know what I mean? It's like one way or the other. There's not like a lot of people in the middle.
Right.
But man, those are crazy. I don't think I've ever seen people so engaged in a Facebook feed before. I mean, what else? Like Rihanna or something? I don't know. Whoever pop stars, Gaga come up with a hit. I don't know.
Us,
Or who's popular these days? I'm awful with the pop stuff.
Menudo.
Mr. Industry Mike, why don't you tell us who's popular these days? It's your job to know. You're in the know.
Garbage.
K-pop.
In the-
K-pop is really
K-pop
big.
is still going. All right. Harry
Hey, Joe.
Styles, I think, right? People still like Harry Styles, I guess. My stepdaughter likes Harry Styles, so that's something.
Yeah, there's really nothing good going on anymore.
Harry Styles, he redid his tour
Isn't Harry
for like
Styles?
2021 or something. She had like tickets to that, so
Isn't he from like No Direction or something? Or
yeah,
what's
it's
that
not One
band?
Direction.
Oh, No Direction.
Ashley, are you running around in the background? Oh, behind the sheet.
Mike,
Like the Wizard
you were
of
standing
Oz?
back behind that mic talking. Like you look like some like radio like talk show when they like live stream the radio show standing back there.
Yeah, I hooked up a mic last week, so I could actually.
Studios. M Studios.
I was going to mention a certain talk show, but I can't because I'll get trashed for saying I listen to it once in a while. But
What stupid show do you watch?
I can't say it.
Somebody's a
Alright.
chode according to Chris. Oh, no direction. So Chris liked your no direction comment.
No direction. That's actually the music business in general, I think, right now.
Hey man, you're insulting Mike, man. Mike is the industry. Come on now. Come on. You got to be sensitive. It's 2020, man. Be sensitive to everybody. You have to be sensitive to Mike. He's
I don't
offended
think
by
that's
that.
possible.
No?
Actually, the more sensitive the world gets, the less sensitive I get.
Yeah, ain't
I was
that-
like, oh, that offends you? Yeah, fuck you. Man.
Well, you just get calloused, you know? I mean, in one, you
Yeah.
know, everybody does. And
Yeah.
you get calloused to something. You're either like calloused for the current administration or against the current administration. Either way, you're calloused, though. You
Hey,
know?
Joe,
I'm
let
not
me
even
in.
talking about administration. I'm talking. I'm just talking.
Mike, if you come in, if you leave the club, you can't come back in. So what's this like? Let you in and out, man. That ticket's non-refundable. You know.
This is the studio fee.
Okay. All right. We'll let it go.
It should be the studio one. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
You-
While Mike's setting up this thing, to go back to what we were talking about earlier, all the cool, neat coronavirus activities that we did. I think it's time to just move on as close as possible to whatever we can do and forget all that shit. You know,
Yeah, man.
drive-by birthday parties. I get it. It's cute and all, but man, there's certain things I see like drive-by birthdays, and now I'm looking at some of these Zoom jams and stuff. It's like it just looks demoralizing or like demeaning almost. You know what I mean? Like your friends can't come to your house to say hi.
Dude, you know what?
They gotta drive.
You're literally in the day where you just can't win right now. You just can't win. Like no matter what you say, I just try not to say anything really because it's like, you know, you're just gonna make yourself angry and you're gonna hurt friendships. So it's just best to just like keep it to yourself. I hate to, you know, I know that.
Hey,
you
Joe, I'm
blow
gonna
up
drive
sometimes.
by your house and beep.
Yeah, a lot of people do because there's like a teacher up the street. So yeah, they do that. I'm like, the hell is that? I'm like, oh, it's drive by for the teacher. Great, and I get to hear that all day because I can't leave. So that was like early on, you know, early on.
Some bitch.
But you know what I'm getting at. It's like all these drive-by things and seeing cars with all this stuff because for teachers and birthdays, and it's like wow, we can't have societal things anymore. You know, it's like not to downplay what happened, but you know,
It's a war on, you know, not to quote a certain guy that's not allowed on certain channels, but it's a war against humanism.
it is. I mean, if you think about something that affected less than 2% of the population and killed less than 1/4%, and we can't have a birthday party with your neighbor or your friends. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
It's
ain't
it's
downplaying.
getting to the end. It's just about done. You know, we're on the
I don't think
on the
we're
out.
anywhere near that.
We're on the out for now. Hopefully,
Joe,
Just
the day
optimistic
you
now.
see a sporting stadium full of people, that's when you know it's over. But till that point, it ain't over.
Well, man, that's a long ways away. You know, there's
Yeah,
there's
that's
certain
what I
parts
mean.
like 9/11, man. There's certain parts that it's just gonna change. This is gonna change life forever. You know, just that is what it is. You know, Patriot Act was a thing after 9/11, and you know
Yep.
what happens, man.
And
It's
now
like a
we're down to 6.
it's like a book I read in college. Thomas Locke or whatever. He said, you know, society's just basically giving, you know, you give up liberties for security, you know, to protect your property. It's the protection of property. So people give up rights. You know, we're naturally in a state of chaos and people can't handle that. So we, you know, we want more securities and we give up more and more. And that's just the truth. I don't care what you believe. It's the truth. You know, that's society.
That's kind of a ripoff of Ben Franklin.
You know, this book was written in like, I think the 1800s too, or around that time. I forget. He's pretty old.
Because
Oh, Ben Franklin's even older. Yeah, that's true.
unless I'm mistaken, my 1700s figureheads, Ben Franklin said, or wow, I feel stupid. So Ben Franklin or Washington? There's a big difference between the two. said those who will give up freedoms for security deserve neither
Wait,
freedom
not-
or security.
I say Tom and John Locke. Sorry, it's just like it all
What's
blends
that?
together.
I'm thinking it's Ben Franklin.
Oh, here you
Anybody
go,
watch-
John. Now here you go, John Locke, 1632, was an English
That's pretty
philosopher. Yeah, so yeah, I had the book somewhere from Temple. It was good, man. You know, it was a good book. It was just it's just like straight up truth and
Yeah.
philosophy.
Ugh.
Here, I'll stream from my remote location.
Oh,
So
okay.
do you so speaking of making do with things and changing things around, I don't know if Phil's watching this, but little plug for I think it's Saturday. Phil Stahl's got an actual open mic night, a real one. We're actually out he's doing stuff out in public. We're allowed to do public stuff.
Well, like
again.
outside or what?
Yeah, get this. The Bowers, PA, Phil Stahl, little plug here, like I said. Phil Stahl's doing an open mic night. And if you're watching, Phil, you can chime in to explain the rest, and you can jump on here and talk about it. It's kind of interesting.
What night is that?
Saturday night at Bowers Hotel,
Where's that?
Bowers, PA.
Where's that?
I have no idea.
North of here, north of me. Isn't that like the Kutztown area?
I think it's like 45 minutes from here, Red Hill. I don't know.
Hmm.
So what they're doing, Phil has a low frequency FM transmitter. And
Oh,
he's
like
going
the
to run,
Christmas tree stuff.
he's going to run.
Oh, we got Rich coming in. Welcome, Rich? Which Rich is this? Rich. He's not coming in yet.
So I'll finish explaining. So what it is, he's got a low frequency FM transmitter. And he's going to run, I guess, the PA and shit into this transmitter, okay? And you're going to sit in your cars like a drive-in and listen to the open mic on your radio as the people play on the stage.
Huh. That's
So
pretty
that's kinda-
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah.
Interesting. So we got someone joining us, but his stuff's all muted. Who we got here?
Rich, are you there? Hello, Rich.
Is it Zuckerberg?
Rich, the
Uh-oh.
roadie.
Do we have Zuckerberg here? Is
Rich
that
the
what's
roadie.
That's Mark,
Mark?
the Fuhrer of Facebook. Zuckerberg.
We're getting a lot of weird little like things that keep popping up.
People like us, man.
So who we got coming in?
Rich says, "Hi, I'm shy." Okay, Rich, where are you located at?
So you can zoom with us without video and audio. Just type in. I never saw that.
I guess.
Huh.
Hello,
Hi, Rich.
Rich.
I know Steve from a long time, he says.
This is the Rich that I think.
I think I know which Rich this is.
You can't pay for this entertainment right now because there is none. This is the best you get. Didn't I hear some studios are never coming back again? Like they've closed down forever. Some like movie studios and stuff, or not? Is that all rumor?
I wouldn't doubt it because let's be fair, a lot of these recording studios and production companies were hurting to start with. So you shut down, you can't do anything for months on end, and they've probably figured out ways to consolidate and move stuff around. So yeah, I could see a lot of stuff not coming back.
Like big time studios, yeah.
I think it's the ones below it,
Let's take
or
a
they're
look.
consolidating the big ones.
Now what I want to know, you guys ever notice these commercials where they're like advertising masks? Where they're like showing people wearing masks, like they're trying to like brainwash us into thinking it's okay. Like, you ever see them commercials?
Right.
So clearly they're still filming and they're clearly still producing stuff. But what I'm wondering is, like, is everybody actually wearing masks in the studio? I could just picture, like, just for the commercial, the brainwash us more. Like, they put them on, but, like, no one in there's probably wearing them. And, like, movie
Well, that was like
studio,
in the very.
what's that?
That was like in the beginning when they did that big concert where it was everybody from their home, and it's like most of these people probably had 15 to 20 people in their house doing this production, doing all what they're supposed to be doing or what they said they were supposed to be doing. It just seems so
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I keep getting freaked out by that mask commercial, the Pure Air, the looking at those people's faces. Oh my God. You ever see that one with Pure Air, those masks? We talked about this
No.
last week, I think. It's Pure Air. And they show this like blonde haired woman and she puts it on and she's like walking around with this like dazed look in her backyard with her mask on, with this weird look in her eyes. And then
No,
there's
I
like a
haven't
dude
seen that one.
sitting at his computer in his living room wearing a mask. Like, dude, what the fuck? You know?
I was going to wear a mask tonight.
So was I. I bought a
Yeah, we
bandana
are live.
today
Streaming.
to go into stores. I bought a red bandana, like a cowboy bandana. And I like pulled it up all the way up to the bottom of my eyes. See maybe say anything. Kinda
Rich
cool.
ran
At least
away. You scared Rich away.
Yeah,
Bye,
at least got an
Rich.
excuse to look like a cowboy now. You can be a cowboy.
A Dallas Cowboy?
I had stirrups on today, but apparently you have to wear pants with them.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe, do you see all those signs and all the memes that says "Dear protesters, don't forget Dallas Stadium"?
Hey man, 90,000 every week. So they're not hurting. Just get them back in there.
So do you guys hear about this? I don't know where it's at. I think it might be like a dirt track race. They're having a race this weekend, and it's full capacity. You hear about that?
There was some stuff up like northwest of us, some tracks that had been opened, and they were letting people in the
This track
stands.
here- But this track, but they were like social distancing, all that crap. This one, this track is calling it a protest, so they can nail the people they want in it.
Yeah, that's
No,
what Carrie.
that's-
That's what Carrie said we should do. We should call something a protest. I don't know. I'm not.
You
not
can only
going
have
down that road.
100 though. 'cause
I'm not going
there's-
down that road. I value my friends, and you can all have your opinions. So
There's restrictions.
yeah.
You're all allowed to your own opinions, even if you're wrong. So where'd Rich go?
You scared him off, man. You scared him
That's
off.
weird how his text came up on the screen. I never saw that.
You guys went quiet.
I've only
Oh, never mind. You're there.
only two Riches that I've known for a long time, and one of I haven't talked to in a while. So I think I know who Rich. I think I know who Rich was. Mike knows.
Yeah. So anything good on television lately?
Protest opinions. There you go, Chris. Protest opinions. Hey, I'm gonna have a protesting protest. Do anybody want to have a counter protesting to counter protest? I'm gonna do that.
If
this
we all
weekend.
protest something, we could each bring 100 people.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we should totally. If your father-in-law would go for it, we should have like a cookout, like car jam in the golf parking lot when we can do that. You know.
Yeah, there was talk about doing stuff, and then all this happened, so that type of stuff kind of got put on the back burner.
Like a cool
Um,
cruise, and then we could play. We could play outside in the parking lot. That would be pretty cool. Like a Saturday afternoon. Think it's
There's
feasible.
always the pavilion.
Or in the pavilion. That'd be pretty cool. Think we can get away with that?
Why don't you stay 6
I guess
feet
we
away?
have to. I guess we have to kind of buy our time and see what happens in the next. I really think in the next week or so, we'll have a better idea of what's going on.
And all are welcome. Just don't destroy anything. That's all. That's all we
Yes,
ask.
it's
All are
6 feet
welcome.
away.
So all are included. We don't hate anybody. We
Well, I
hate
hate
everybody equally. So we hate all humans equally the same. We're all awful and evil to each other. So
Especially flea
that's the
stacks.
truth.
I hate flea
Now,
stacks.
enough about us at practice.
Those flea stacks, especially flea stacks.
So I've been doing some audio or video work this week, and I only have the program on the PC, and it's funny because the screensaver kicks in, and I'm like, oh, that's right. It says Joe sucks.
Sam from
That's still on your screensaver yet?
Sam wants
It
us to
is.
play. Sam wants us to play on a moving flatbed, and he's going to drive. I don't know, Sam. If you get mad at us, you might speed up and we'll fall off.
We've played on
How you doing,
flatbed.
Sam? You still doing some music and stuff, man? I haven't checked you guys out in a minute. The world kind of just ended. We got to do something with them again. We had them up at the. Remember?
Golf
Couple
course,
shows
yeah.
together.
Yeah, man. I'm drawing a name on
So
the
s-
flag. What is Black
so
Friday Death
Steve-
Count? Black Friday Death Count. Awesome band. I love Black Friday Death Count. Definitely.
So, Steve, remember when we did the Hot Rod Hoedown and we played on the back of that
Oh, that
Man, you're
rollback
cutting
thing.
out like crazy.
bed?
What's going on with you, Mike? You're cutting out like crazy. You know?
And I was on top of my. I am.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I think my internet sucks tonight. Am I back yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we played on a rollback at the Hoedown in Philly one night, and when you got a band going and everything, it's weird. You really feel, even though the rollback wasn't moving, you could feel the suspension. Yeah, that sucker bouncing pretty good.
Well, when
Sam,
I was
Sam,
on,
Sam, we like you too. I'll give you the cares thing. Sam said he would never drive off. He doesn't always agree with us, but he likes us dudes. And that's what it's about. We don't always have to agree, everybody. But you know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. Definitely do
thank
some
you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
We like you too, Sam. Said he wouldn't speed up, but if it was a rollback, you might hit the tilt button.
Right. Well, no,
Uh,
when I jumped off my bass that time, it was funny because Will was with us drumming, and he's like, I went to hit the drum, and the drum came up at me because when I jumped off the bass, the stage bounced. He's like, I almost lost my snare off the stand.
I don't know this will of which you speak of. I've been here 10 years. I've never
You know
met
Will.
Will once. I think Will is mystical. That's a lie. We met him at the reunion, I think, right? Wasn't he at the reunion?
I'll say you met Will once.
One time, right at the what was that place called? The Indian place that I don't know. It's
Main
like 9
Street.
different things. The thing by Main Street. It was like an Indian restaurant off and on, and then I don't know that
it was a lot of things.
Italian too. Like what is that trying to? I don't know. I guess it just wants to just try
Costco's
different
bought
things.
it now.
Tosco's.
Costco's owns it now. They don't know what they're going to do with it. They just bought it because they buy everything in town.
It's like Tonelli's down in Horsham when they bought Tonelli's too, and it never happened. And now it's like some kind of Mexican restaurant. So
I mean, not. I've never had Indian food.
I love it. Oh, dude, yeah, chicken tikka is my jam. I get it from Sultan here in Lansdale. It's awesome, man. I love it.
But
Indian food is
all
awesome.
I know is I know this little town here. The thought of an Indian restaurant in this town going over, I knew it wasn't going to last.
Well, people like Indian food, you know. It's just got to
In
be
this
good.
town- Yeah, but in this town though, I don't know. From what I
Indian
heard,
food. Indian food is hard to find. Like you know, I live in Lansdale or Montgomeryville, and there's a lot of Indian people, but there's like one good Indian restaurant. I mean, some are decent, Barami Bowl and stuff, but Sultan's like really my go-to. There's like so many Indian restaurants, and you know, just because they're, you know, it's just like, look, I'm Italian. I can't make pizza, dude. Like, you can't just assume things. Like, you're either a good cook or you're not. Like, for real. Like, you know?
No, but you do own a pair of white jean shorts, so you're definitely Italian
Hey,
enough.
forget about it. Huh?
But I mean, I don't even think I've ever had Indian food. I don't think so. Now
Probably
that
not. It's
love my
spicy,
Chinese.
so if you like spicy stuff,
I don't know, man. I like Italian, but Italian food doesn't like me. The sauce gives me heartburn. I love Italian. I love Chinese and I love Mexican. Mexican's probably my favorite food.
I don't know, Sam. I don't know Penner. Where's that at? I mean, it sounds familiar, and I think I've had it, but where is it though? I'm trying to think of where that is.
It's
I know
not
I've
on
had
Broad
that.
Street in Lansdale.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I think it's Broad Street.
Huh. I forget. It's
I
like
can
Chinese,
see-
man. There's a lot of, you think Chinese is good here, and then you just randomly go to like a Philly block and get Chinese at like an all night Chinese place, and you're like, man, I don't know nothing about Chinese, Or you go down to Chinatown, you're like, I know nothing about Chinese.
Well, that's
You
that's
dumb
me and
birds.
that's one of me and Gretchen's thing. That's one of our hangouts, man. We go to Lansdale, take the train into Chinatown, into Philly, and we hang out in Chinatown. That's one of our hangs. And
Oh,
Lee Hao Fuchs.
nice. Oh, Sam,
Right
I know
there.
it's sog paneer's what my girl always gets. That's the spinach dip with the cheese and stuff. That's pretty wicked. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. I just go to random places down there in Chinatown. I try something
10th
different
and
every
Arch
time.
Street. 10th and Arch. You go all the way down
Oh, by the
past.
truck. Yeah, by the truck.
Yeah, good, but you got to walk down a few blocks. It's Lee Hao Fuchs. That's a good Chinese place.
Nice.
Yep.
If I ever get to go again, I'm gonna go.
We should all go hang out in Chinatown. I love Chinatown.
Dude, we should all go do stuff. Absolutely go do stuff.
Stuff. What stuff?
Like when we can, as soon as we can.
Do something.
I get to do something on the 21st.
What's that?
I get to play trains. Finally running. Running trains.
Is that
Big
10
trains,
days from
not the
now?
live ones. What's that?
10 days from now?
Yep. Going up Sunday maybe to hang out, do some work, just to get away for a day. Go up to the railroad a little bit Sunday. Maybe. But
It's funny
Yeah.
how loud the fan is on my computer. I can hear it.
are you sure
What's
it's not my fan you're
What's
hearing?
this? What's the studio like? How much dust is on the gear? Or you been keeping up on it?
I honestly haven't really been doing much down here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm doing stuff at the desk, but back where the other camera is, I played my bass for a little bit tonight.
Yo, isn't it weird when you don't have people coming over anymore? Like when Polytheist like kind of broke up or went on indefinite hiatus and then we started jamming again. But like when one day there's just no more band anymore, you're like you just walk around the studio, but you're like it's like
Right.
hard to believe. It's like like ruins or something, the aftermath.
Well,
Well,
my amp hasn't been turned on in a long time. Yeah, I was gonna say nothing.
We have a button to see who's watching now. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. There's a watching now button.
Where's that at?
It's up by Red Hill Ramblers, following, and then it says above who liked and stuff. It says watching now. Would you like me? You know what? We don't need to wonder. We can just go live, and I'll show you.
Fuck it, we'll do
Speaking of
live.
that,
So we're right here, and it says watching now.
we have
So there's our
6
crew.
people watching.
Nice. Nice.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to go live. Ready? Here, I'm going live.
All right. Hold on. Let me get out of this mine. Hold on.
Speaking of blowing off the dust and shit being weird, I went to a music store last week. I went into one.
The
Like,
doors?
I walked into a music store. You believe that?
And then you woke up, or
No, I actually went into a real music store.
okay.
Were you social distancing?
I tried to. Hey, I showed my appreciation to local business. I spent so much money. Bought a string winder.
Don't you have one?
Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 of them. But this one was a cool green. I like the transparent. Yeah, I got like 3 of them. But oh man, I'm old fashioned. I'm like almost Amish, So I don't have a debit card or a checking account.
You don't
and
have
I
a
just
debit card?
core checking account.
You are weird. How do you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
anything? How do you buy anything? You just get
I
cash
think-
out every time?
He barters. He's a barterer.
You think this is 1990s or what, huh?
I trade cassette tapes for it.
Oh, all right.
I have
So-
a vinyl record you could have.
So I go to my bank a lot. So the people in my bank get to know me.
And
I
you
go to
go
the
to
bank-
the bank. Man, you're a dinosaur. I haven't
I
been
go
to
to
the
the-
bank in forever. I just like, take pictures of checks. And
I
it
go
gets
to the
deposited.
I go to the Pennsburg branch and I pull up and the woman comes to the door, looks at me, and I'm sitting there because I already had a withdrawal slip, so I'm filling it out. And she walks away. So I go again, and she comes over. She has to unlock the door, and she has to tell me to follow the block. This certain. I mean, I was the only one in the bank besides the people who work there, but I had to follow these like orange circles with arrows. So like as I'm walking through, I'm making the Mario Brothers things like bloop, 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 as I'm going across. Oh man. They're either laughing with me or laughing at me. I don't know. But I was making like video game sounds as I step on all the blocks going around the bank.
It's usually the latter.
Yeah, probably. I was going bloop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Like as I'm going around the thing.
So did you see, I don't know if you saw before, but my buddy Doug did a cover that I did the drums for. We did that I Don't Care song or whatever from a couple years ago. So he did that ditty. So it's pretty cool. It's all death metal-y. I'm sure you'd love it.
Yeah,
Which I
You
don't
can't
care
think-
song.
you can't think death metal without thinking me.
What's that? It was a hit. I don't. Or I love it. What the hell? Hold on.
Hey, why don't you play it? See how quick you can shut off.
Yeah. We getting those emails from Universal Music Group again.
Zuckerberg.
Econopop or whatever. I love it. Econopop. You
No,
know it if you
Daft
heard
Punk.
it. I
Daft
crashed
Punk.
my car and blah blah blah. I don't care.
Daft
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Joe, isn't it Daft Punk?
no. It says
Isn't it?
Econopop. It's older than that. It's like I don't know. 2012. That's before Daft Punk, isn't it? I forget.
Uh-oh. I think we're going to have a musical guest.
Oh yeah.
God. Not an oboe, is it?
The studio is operational back there.
Hey Joe.
Hey.
Joe, I'll send you a cover. There's this steampunk band I listen to. They do a cover of it. It's pretty good. I'll send it to you after this is over.
You don't have to
Okay,
go
let's do it.
Yeah.
Here's
See if
Doug's
that
song.
was-
Hold on, we got oboe time. Whoa.
I just heard a squeak of an oboe.
The camera's that way. I don't know why that's a microphone. It's loud.
Is a snake going to come out of a basket?
No, but all the cats in the neighborhood are at the front door.
What better time to learn?
We should make a list of all the instruments that have been on this.
We've done a lot in these like 13 weeks, and we haven't even been doing this the whole time. This is like only the 8th or 9th week. This is episode
really-
8, but we skipped last week. So,
Oboe metal. Oboe core.
Hey, we're really breaking out the all the high end instruments these days. You know that?
Right? Kazoos and oboes.
Hey, you want to see my new instrument I got? I got another new one. My mom got it for me. Actually, she found it on Etsy or something.
here's the snake. Jerry brought the snake out. See,
Your garden snake?
yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, and they're pretty smart. If I go out there and say, "Hey, I'm going to mow," they move. They listen. They listen, man. They really do. They're smarter than you think they are.
Mower. Hey, Swiggy, here comes the mower.
Well, we've had some tussles over the years, like when I was looking at this house,
We
there
had
was a
some
snake in the
tussles.
basement, and I was like, okay, cool. There was like a snake in the basement, a little garter snake, and then there's like a hole in the backyard where they just like do their nest thing, and then around March, I got to start mowing, and they know like it's time to move out. Like they're in the middle of the yard, and here comes Blade, and then they go do
Here
their
comes
thing.
Blade.
And then they go elsewhere, and they're cool. They don't die or nothing. They're around. Sometimes they pop out, say hello. I just never really care for snakes, but I like them now. They're pretty cool.
I like snakes.
I do too.
You guys want to
Just
see my
not
new?
the ones that give you that kill you. Like they're dicks. Like
They're dicks.
like a snake like this, like just hangs out. Like, hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna kill some bugs and help your garden out.
Right. Don't be an asshole snake.
Don't be a copperhead, dickhead.
Yeah, they're dickheads, right? Yeah, copperheads. I mean, I guess they
Poison
serve a
motherfucker.
purpose, but they're scary bastards. Like
Yeah, they will kill you. So, this is a single key harmonica. I have a few of these I've been collecting. Single key, it's about, I don't know, this long. And it's the key of G. So it goes. So that's a single key harmonica. Now, for the first time in my life, let me show you what I just got. My mom found it on Etsy or something. It's used. Look at this sucker. This is a full range dual reed harmonica. It's like you can play any song on this. See how big it is?
I'm gonna leave that comment alone.
What's that?
I'm gonna leave that comment alone that you just said.
That's what she said.
Yep, there you go. Oh crap! Is your train thing coming up? Are you gonna be okay? We don't want you to miss your train Zoom. We could go as long as you want. I don't care.
Here's the difference in it. So it's a double.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
It's got a full sound, much fuller. Oops, I can't play that. Anyway, but yeah, adding to my arsenal of harmonicas and kazoos.
Kazoozles.
Cadoozles.
It takes years to master the kazoo.
Do you have your train thing that you got to get to, or nah?
What time is it?
It's like,
Yeah, it could be a little after 10.
all right,
I would say you want to call this one at 10 then.
that's fine. Sometimes as we go, we tend to get more colorful characters.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll roll till 10.
So when does the train stuff start again? Ever? Like next year
Well,
sometime, or?
Well, the railroad I'm at, we're starting on the 21st.
Oh, that's what's up.
We
With
had
like 2 people every other seat or some weird stuff like that.
you're only allowed one person on the open car. Yeah. We usually run on, we were supposed to start Easter weekend. We have our big Easter run, which didn't happen. And then usually the last week of April, first week of May, we start from May until November. We do our every Sunday runs. And then we have special events in between there where we might run a special event on a Sunday or a Saturday or Friday. We have different, special, themed events during the year too.
Themed events. Wait a minute, do you have a party planning committee by chance?
Well, every February we get together.
Like from the office, like a party planning committee?
What color streamers do you have?
Yeah.
Well, every February, so a bunch of us get together up at the railroad and we go over when we're going to start, and we have a thing called the Bow Wow Express where you can bring your dogs on the train.
There you go, Joe.
Nice.
And next,
how about guinea pigs? Are they allowed?
They have to be on a leash.
They did be on a
We
leash?
had a skunk. We had a skunk one time.
I want to play drums like in the middle of the lily pads. Oh.
So
What? A skunk? Well, that wasn't
yes.
planned.
Yeah, it was. It was a pet skunk.
I hear they're really nice.
They are. If you get them, what you do is people breed them
They
and they
smell like shit.
them. They descent them when they're born, and if you raise them you raise them from real little, they're basically the same mannerisms as a cat, which ain't always
Right.
that good, but so anyway, so like I said, usually from like May until November, we have our Sunday trains, and then in between there, whether it be a Sunday or Saturday or Friday or Sunday and Saturday, like next Sunday, it's called Touch a Train Day. Where basically we bring out all the equipment that we're not running, put it out in front of the station, like the one engine we're not running. We have an old, maybe like a crane. We have a little switcher engine, and we have people at each station. People can come out, and kids can come out and go in the different equipment and stuff. So other railroads, I'm not sure. Like Strasburg has their plan out for when they start, but
Like, can
Strasburg,
SEPTA do stuff? SEPTA can do stuff, right?
SEPTA's been doing stuff. They restricted it greatly, but SEPTA's been going.
I was gonna say that's a completely different thing, though.
Yeah.
Is this kit really loud? Should I turn it down?
You look like you're taking a shit in the woods, Jeff.
No, is the drums really loud or no?
I can't even hear them.
No?
No.
All right,
I heard them, but they weren't that loud.
How about this? Is that still manageable?
It's not super loud, but I got my earphones in, so I can. A lot of things are loud to me. I'd play the bass, but obviously it would cut out. So
I gotta keep playing your harmonica, man.
What's that? You need a kazoo, Mike. Yeah, I like the sound of this one. I can't believe I'm playing a used harmonica.
I just noticed where the snake was situated on my body. So if I go, that's not intended, folk.
that's better production than the last Jurassic Park.
Yeah, is that one of them jerk snakes?
The jerk snake.
No, man, he's a cool snake.
That snake's a jerk.
He's a cool snake. He's a cool cat.
He's a cool snake. This one hasn't killed me yet.
Yo, man, I'm loving the harmonica. Give me some more harmonica.
I'm telling you. I mean, you can hear a difference between a single key, single reed, and a full range double reed. It's a huge difference. Like here's my regular G. And here's my full range double reed. Oops, wrong way. Then you do a little thing where you muffle it. Yep. Not the best instrument for a chubby asthmatic to play, but you know, he blacked
What
out.
about the
once
Blues
in a while.
Travelers?
Hey, he never blacked out, did he?
I don't know.
I told that story last week about him, didn't I?
We weren't on last week.
Or the week before? I've met him several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually almost hit me with his car one time.
Huh.
I worked at Sands Brothers back in the late 90s, and he lived outside of Quakertown, believe it or not. And he bought his Jeeps and had his Jeep Cherokee service from us. So I talked to him a couple times. I ran into him at the service desk. And one day I was out washing the lot, washing the cars off, and I stepped out to pull the hose out. I stepped out between two cars to stretch out the hose. And I see this Jeep like kind of nosedive. I stepped right out in front of him. And I look, and there's the dude from Blues Traveler. Almost hit me.
I saw him long time ago at Clemens when it used to be Clemens in Quakertown, and he had like an air horn and stuff on his Mercedes
Yeah.
SUV. This is probably like the late 90s.
Oh, he drove Jeep Cherokees in the 90s. I know at least had a Jeep. How did he end up outside of Quakertown? It's not even from the area.
I don't know.
I think I've been to somebody
It's off of California Road.
one of my old friends like lived near his old house. He was like on California Road in Quakertown. Yeah.
Yeah, California Road, yeah. Like, why give it up? I don't know.
Now, say anybody out there want to say anything before we call tonight? We got a few people watching, I guess.
A fun little show tonight. I gotta stop playing my harmonica.
Right. Hello.
Maybe sometime in the near future we'll actually be in the same room doing something like
Yeah, I don't
that.
know, man. You know, it's like the way things go these days. We say we're going to get together the week after next, but man, that just seems like a long way away. You know?
So we were going to,
That's
yeah,
like 2
we're going to
weeks.
discuss this tonight, but we got a few minutes left. So I guess once we get back to regular practicing and regular like live streaming here and there at practice, we're going to continue like what we're doing now, like maybe like Saturday nights when we're all home and not
Yeah, why
doing
not?
nothing. We'll
be
just
cool.
do it like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Well,
I
the
don't
real
think-
question is anybody ever going to use Zoom again?
When this is all done.
Yeah.
See you, Chris. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for being entertained and being entertaining, Chris. Thank you for being a friend.
Been down the road and back again.
Maybe he could add some acoustic next
On
week.
and a confident.
Breaking into the Golden Girls theme song.
Yeah, whatever happened to the Golden Girls, man? They don't show
What's
those
that?
reruns anymore. Is that against the
They're
that
still
piss
on.
somebody off in some way? I had to, right? That show had to piss somebody off. I'm sure.
So
Not
I
unless
heard
somebody's offended by a 68-year-old whore. I mean, Blanche.
I heard a little bit of a rumor mill gossip kind of thing about Golden Girls. Is I didn't realize that the mom, she moved in with the daughter after her old age home burned down. There's rumor in the Golden Girls sphere that she did that on purpose to get out of the old age home.
What, like as far as that she burnt the old age home down?
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
like that's the
Supposedly,
Golden Girl rumor.
and supposedly she was the youngest one out of them all.
She was, yeah.
If you ever want to see a good show, well, it's so political, but it's so kind of time oriented. It was in the mid 70s. What's her name that played the daughter on Golden Girls? That played
Blanche, or not Blanche.
not Blanche.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Well, there's a show called Maude.
What was the show?
It's called Maude.
Huh.
It's on in like the mid 70s. And what's in that played Blanche was on it with her. She was like the neighbor or something, a family friend. And it's so good. Dorothy. Right?
Yeah, Dorothy was the daughter.
Yeah, Dorothy. The hell's her real name?
Here, I'm looking it up. We're all
Anyway.
sitting in front of computers. Like,
Yeah, it's true. We all got computers all over us. But she was on a show called Maude. And it's great because she plays this
Oh,
like
Maud.
total-
Yeah, okay. I think
Patrice-
I remember that. Yeah.
Patrice Arthur.
But yeah, that's it.
And then you got good old Betty White,
Yeah.
Rue McClanahan, and Estella Getty.
Estelle Getty, that was the mom.
Okay.
But Maude was based around this chick in the 70s. She was like a total left winger, like, and her husband was like this like Republican type dude, and she was a lefty. And basically showed how some of her overzealous views and her like pandering to certain things, like how she bit her in the ass all the time. And it's a pretty good show. Pretty good.
Okay, so hold on.
Oh, so real quick too. This was the cover that Dougie did. So I know nobody likes metal, but there it is on SoundCloud. And we have a SoundCloud too, guys.
We never
are
got our
on
face
Sound-
tattoos.
Yeah, how can we have a SoundCloud without face tattoos?
Oh no.
Yeah. It's only the
I won't torture you anymore. That's enough of that.
I guess the next thing we got to figure out is how we're going to do the when we live stream. Hopefully, we can figure out the audio because there's always problems with the audio.
Well, we'll just go back to normal then, whatever, if the Zoom doesn't work. Or maybe,
Right.
maybe we could do both at the same time. We could do Zoom on like a different channel, or I don't know. Why can't we could probably have both of them going at the same time. You know,
Well, there's definitely going to be a delay with the two different streaming services.
they're not going at the same time. People could, choose back and forth between the two.
Right. It's just for some reason anything louder audio wise seems to always cut out on the Zoom.
Why would we? Well, if we're
Oh yeah,
all
that's
together-
right. Yeah. Well, you can mute something and put a phone like way in the back.
If we're all together, why do we need to Zoom? We could just Facebook like usual.
I just thought it'd be cool. We each have our own little.
Oh, for that, yeah.
Actually, I thought it would be cool. Like, what if we, like I suggested in the thing before I put a bunch of other stuff, but what if we started as a Zoom and we're in the recording process? Like we showed us writing a song and then we switched to the good feed and then we just did the song at the end. So they would be like privy to us writing like a simple tune and then we play the simple tune, like recording.
We
the
had
good
talked
audio.
about that in the past. Do like a production kind of thing.
Maybe we could we could like write it and we could get as close to possible.
Well, obviously we're gonna like practice it before we do it, but they can think it's reality TV. It's gonna be reality TV, guys.
There's never been a scripted reality TV
ever.
I told somebody once. I said, "Have you ever watched a reality show and you watch the end where it says writers?"
Right. Well, I said, we want to call it a night tonight.
Yeah, I guess we can. We got to get Steve to his train stuff, which is cool. It's a cool hobby. Trains are cool. I like trains. All right, everybody. Good night. Hopefully the next time. Maybe next week we'll do something because I can't do it next week. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Hopefully the following week we'll all be in the
yeah.
same room together.
So maybe we won't do a Zoom next week. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. It would be cool to get to episode 9, like number 9. So I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Number 9.
Have a good night, everybody.
Laters.
Bye.